Yo, what is up everybody? We are back with another Moto John video today, out on the streets of Philly this morning, taking a little ride under the Ben Franklin Bridge. So I'm pretty excited today. It's a pretty big day. We're heading out on the 2020 Philly Cheesesteak run. So we're meeting up with Tim at NevermoreMoto, Cole at BiKEMEETs.com. They've got a crew of guys that are riding up from Baltimore, and I'm heading down to meet them in Wilmington at a Sunoco. So I'm heading down there, gonna meet up with those guys, and we are gonna ride back up here. We're gonna take a little cruise around the city. We're gonna take a ride through Broad Street, through City Hall, over to the Art Museum, check out some of the sights of Philly, and then of course the main point of today, ride down to South Philly and get that cheesesteak. So when I get there, I think Tim at NevermoreMoto has a Senna that he wants to hook up in my helmet so that we can talk to each other on the way up. I've never done any of that before, so that'll be interesting. And I think it's gonna be recording video, and we'll be talking to each other at the same time. So that's gonna be pretty awesome if we have a little dual vlog going on. We're gonna check in when we get back there, meet up with those guys, and I think Tim is gonna be in my head once we get there. So we'll catch you back on the bike.
Recording.
So now it is recording your voice officially.
You got me? Can you hear me?
I got you.
Alright, I can hear you.
Sweet. I don't know, it's a blessing or a curse.
Oh, like a big curly the whole way.
So, YouTube, this is Moto.
What's up, YouTube?
So, thank you for being a kind and gracious host and thank you from the Philly tour.
How do you know I'm going to be a kind and gracious host? We just started.
Sure. So we have Cole in the back. He runs BiKEMEETs. It's his fault that we have met. So if this is good or bad, it's all Cole's fault.
This was your idea. Shit, I don't know which way to go. We could end up on 95.
That's fine. Your experience.
But wait, no, we're on Bartram Ave, I think. I don't know. Gotta be honest. I don't know.
Hard to down a readmit.
This would be, I don't know, this part doesn't really, I don't know, I mean, it's South Philly, but we're coming up out of South Philly now. This might be like past Young's back towards where we're coming back to.
I think I'm starting to recognize the spots from your videos.
Oh yeah. City Hall. Make a nice little loop-de-loop around City Hall right here. These lanes get a little wacky, so I don't know. So I'm not exactly sure where we're going to park when we get to the Art Museum. We'll figure it out. So I know the front of, like the big front is kind of like gated off. We might be able to squeeze in there. Or I know there's a place we can loop around and we can go like in this little lot that's right here.
That's where we looking at, or?
Yeah.
$15.
Ah, shit.
We're tipping around.
Thank you.
And then of course we got Cole from BiKEMEETs.com. Cole, give them the little pitch on BiKEMEETs.
BiKEMEETs.com, man. Motorcycle destinations, motorcycle events, motorcycle friends.
That's right. You guys have heard me talk a little bit about BiKEMEETs before, so make sure you check out the website. We'll drop a link down there. So we are going to chill here for another minute, and then we're gonna hop back on the bikes, and we're gonna check in once we get back on the street down into South Philly for some cheesesteaks. All right, so we are back on the bikes now. We just took a little pit stop at the art museum, grabbed a couple other riders, so we got a pretty decent crew now. I can't remember the whole total right now, but so we met up down at a gas station in Wilmington, like I said. NevermoreMoto, Tim, and Cole over at BiKEMEETs. Thanks to those guys, big hand in putting this all together, bringing a lot of riders together. So we were just down at the art museum. Now we are taking Spring Garden over to Christopher Columbus Boulevard. Ride along the river a little bit with these guys, and then we'll head down Reed Street to Passyunk, hit Pat's and Gino's, grab some steaks, and then they're probably going to head on their way. So when we were stopped down at the art museum, one of the guys was like, let's take a route anywhere that doesn't have lights. I was like, man, that's everywhere. I don't think we're going to be able to pull that off, because we were coming up Broad Street there for a second. That's all lights. Now, I think a lot of these guys, like I said, they're from Baltimore. Hopefully they're used to riding with all these shitty roads and potholes and stuff. I kind of felt bad. I got to swerve through all these. Hopefully they aren't smashing into all those. So funny story on the way up here. Like I said, I met up these guys in Wilmington. Everybody knows, everybody makes fun of me for it. I don't use GPS, anything like that. So I made it down there fine, like an hour, 10 minutes or so. And on the way back, I may have gotten us a little bit lost around the Philly airport, around 95, 291. But it didn't detour us too much. Some of those guys back there probably thought I was crazy, like, where the hell is this guy going? But eventually we got looped back onto 291 East, which is what we needed. Hey Tim, what's up? What are these people doing? Alright, so we're on Reed Street now, and we're getting closer, Got a bunch of stop signs coming up, a few more blocks to go, and we will be at Pat's and Gino's. So the thing about Pat's and Gino's is, it kind of gets a bad rap. A lot of people say, oh, it's not the best Philly cheesesteak, yada yada. And it might not be the best Philly cheesesteak, but it's kind of like that touristy type place, and it's in a cool part of town. It's a cool intersection with both places right next to each other. It's the places that you typically see on TV all the time. I personally think Jim's is the best cheesesteak in Philadelphia, but having a bunch of out-of-towners come, you know, get some cool pictures, get some cool content, all that stuff. Pat's and Gino's is the move. If they ever come back, we could try somewhere else. But that's usually what you hear is Pat's and Gino's is a little kitschy, a little touristy, whatever. I think they're tourists here. They're from Baltimore. They're tourists. A lot of people say Jim's, D'Alessandro's is the best cheesesteak. You know who should be on this ride is my buddy Quiet Man. I don't think he could make it today, but him and I had some good conversations about what the best cheesesteak is. He even put out a video talking about how to order a Philly cheesesteak the right way. You should go check that out. Actually, dang, I should have played it for these guys before they came. Very interesting to figure out where to park all these bikes. There's usually even a lot of other bikes up there, especially on the weekends, like Labor Day weekend like this. Alright, so we made it. A little tough parking, but I think we'll be alright. So we got Pat's right here, Gino's right down the street. Alright, so we're gonna grab some cheesesteaks. The boys are grabbing some cheesesteaks, and we'll check back in a minute. Alright, so we're back on the bikes now. You just got to look at the crew from Baltimore heading out. That's wrapping up the cheesesteak, the Philly cheesesteak run. As you can see, we stopped at Pat's and Gino's. A lot of us got Pat's. You got to look at the guys eating some cheesesteaks. They enjoyed that. So the Baltimore crew rolled out. We had a couple guys from closer up here in Philly meet up, which was awesome. They head out as well, so I'm heading back home. Probably take a nap after all that riding and eating. But we had a good turnout, so that was awesome. Hope all of them had a good time. Hope they have a good ride back. Everybody stays safe. So that was a pretty awesome day we just wrapped up there. Ate some cheesesteaks, showed those guys a little bit of the city. We took that ride up Broad Street, saw City Hall, looped around City Hall, took them to the art museum. Some cool pictures and stuff over there. So that's gonna wrap it up. Like I said, that was an awesome day. The 2020 Philly cheesesteak ride. Again, a huge shout out to Tim at NevermoreMoto and Cole over at BiKEMEETs.com. Kind of Tim's idea. Cole dropped it on the BiKEMEETs map. Had a big part in setting all that up. Alright, so that's going to wrap up another awesome day out riding. As always, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, drop any comments down there. Let me know what you thought of that cheesesteak run. As always, everybody ride safe out there. And we'll catch you on the next one. It's the Moto John. We'll see you all on down the road.